everything just so opaque and difficult. It would be so nice if it weren't.
There we go.
Awesome. Do we have a stream?
Yes. I don't know why my screen keeps going black. I would appreciate it if it would stop doing that.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, hi everybody.
We've had so many technical difficulties in the past 20 minutes. There have been so many different gadgets messing around, but we're here now. Yay, made it. Can you tweet and just tell folks
Yes.
that we are live, as a matter of fact, factual
Actually live.
Yeah. That's supposed to just
Not
maybe
just
live.
hoping to be live.
And I'll pull the curtain behind us since we have
There's a pre-K next door to us.
yes. A tiny human being tuning into our stream from behind. Okay. Hi everybody.
So what are we doing here? Who are we and what are we doing here?
My name is Eli. My pronouns are they, them.
I'm Krista. I'm she, they.
We're shapeshifters, and we have a whole bunch of binders and some sports bras to sell off the rack. The rack is right here behind us. We're going to show you everything we've got for sale. First, we're going to go through a size guide so you know how to figure out what your size is, so you know which size you're looking for as we go through the rack. We're going to do that 3 different times over the course of the video, of the stream. 4, you're right, 4 different times over the course of the stream, because we're going to have 4 sections and a break in between each one, come back, do a size guide, show you a bunch more binders and sports bras.
Just to be clear, the different sections correspond to the different listings. So there will be 3 binder listings. And the listings are live now, so you can like follow along if you want.
Link in the description.
Yeah, so the 3 size listing, the 3 binder listings start at the smallest size, go to the largest size, and then we have a separate listing for our sports bras and the discounted binders.
Yep.
And I think since we put the listings up earlier, some of them have already sold, and so we will let you know
Yes.
which ones have sold already.
Yes.
I think there's only been like a handful.
Yeah, so. Just a few. Most of them are up for grabs. I'm seeing some delay over here, but you've got the chat live,
well,
right?
it's delayed because it's through OBS.
Yeah, that's fair. So. All right, we can live with that. Let's talk about sizes. Also, you will hear now and again in the background the voice of our darling child as they play. And sometimes we will pop off stream to take care of a baby, because that also happened for us this year.
Yeah.
Sizing. The 2 main measurements that you need to find your size for shapeshifters are your chest and your under chest. That is the biggest part around your chest and the part below, which is usually your rib cage measurement.
Would you like to measure me?
How about I measure myself and then you?
Okay,
because
well, stand up.
Yeah, there will be many different ways for this to work. You do need a tape measure. You can use a string and then measure that string with a ruler, but I don't recommend trying this just with a ruler. So, wrap the tape measure around the biggest part of your chest. And you can be wearing a binder for this. I'm currently wearing a relaxed fit binder because I just stopped lactating. So I need to be gentle with my chest.
Insignificant and Zelia? Yeah. Zelia, say congrats on the baby, on Thanks. The tiny human.
Thanks. Yeah. Biggest part of your chest, make an inhale. Take that number, and that is your chest measurement. Then you're going to go down below to your rib cage. Take an inhale. That is your under chest measurement. Once you've got those 2, write them down, scroll down to the description, and click on the size chart link.
The size chart link is also in all of the listing descriptions.
Yeah.
Oh, Negative. Hi, Negative.
Negative, it's been a while. Hello.
So it says congratulations.
Yay, thanks. It's been so long since we streamed. It's so nice to see folks back. But yes, once you've got your chest and your under chest binder, you're going to head down to the size chart, which looks like this. Yeah. And take the under chest measurement from the top and the chest measurement from the side, and you're going to find the square. And if you find you have a blank square, that means you can pick either the size above it or the size below it.
We generally recommend going for the size above because it's easier to size something down.
Yes.
And by easier, I mean possible.
Yes. Err on the side of just a little bigger. If you buy from off the rack, we can take it in for you, but we cannot replace it with something bigger. So you want to buy just a little bit bigger, just in case. And also, if you are going for a relaxed fit, add a quarter size. That's what I've got right now. As you can see, it's pretty good for wearing a button down. It works just fine for me, and it's really comfortable. It's pretty important for a lot of folks for a lot of reasons.
Negative says, it's been ages. Nice to see you again. Figured I'd drop by, even though I'm not in the market for a binder. Got top surgery. Congratulations!
Congrats! Good job. And I'm glad you stopped by. Yeah. So, got your size. There will be some parts of the size chart that say you should probably have a stiff insert. That's if you have a more than 5-inch difference between your chest and your under chest. That's when we recommend a stiff insert. Some of these will have that, some of these won't. If you decide to go for something that is your size and doesn't have a stiff insert, even though the size chart says you probably should have one, it'll still work. It'll just be more relaxed fit and less of a really strong flattening effect. We generally recommend not having a stiff insert if you're going to be exercising, swimming, or otherwise using your lungs a whole lot.
I guess we should clarify. Do these binders and sports bras, do they apply, or does the free alteration process apply to them, or will they have to pay for tailoring?
The free alteration process applies to them with limitations. We cannot replace them. If you order made to measure, then we can replace it if it doesn't work. If you order off the rack, we can take it in. We can narrow the straps. We can lower the arms or the neck.
Make it shorter.
Make it shorter, but we cannot make it longer, raise the arms or the neck. We cannot add material in any way. So that is the alterations that you can have on a binder off the rack, which again is why you should go just a little bit bigger if you're in doubt. So we're going to start with size 5.5. Do you have the spreadsheet open to mark which ones?
Yes.
Yay. Where's my Sharpie? There it is. Pardon my reach. I am going to mark off the numbers of these binders. Number 1 is a birch. It is size 5.5. It is one of our 2 paler skin tone options. It is 12 inches long. It's number 1. It's not tapered in. It just looks like that from the way that it hangs on the hanger.
Sorry, can you pass me a tissue?
Yeah. Here's a tissue.
The baby is a messy.
It's true. That's the birch. Number 1. Number 2, very similar. Also a birch binder, also size 5.5. The difference is that it has a left zipper and it is 14 inches long, not 12. In general, a 12-inch long binder is real short. And if your torso is not real short, you probably want a minimum of 13 inches. And this one is 14. And again, side zip. All our zippers come with a hook and eye clasp at the top to keep it shut. Really useful.
Sorry, what's the length on this one?
14 inches.
The spreadsheet says it's 12, and that first one is 14.
Then the spreadsheet has mixed up the two.
Okay, which means that they're also mixed up on the listing.
Oh, great. This happened. Does that mean that number 1 is actually the 14-inch one?
Yes.
Okay.
At least on the listings.
Yeah.
Well, it's not supposed to be.
It is now. I fixed it.
Well, one of them has a zipper and the other one doesn't.
Yeah,
and
which
they're
one?
different prices.
Yes. Which one has the zipper? Yeah, number one has a zipper. 14 inches. Yes, we're good.
Okay.
We're clear.
Okay.
Number one, zipper, 14 inches. Number two, no zipper, 12 inches.
Okay. And that's the way it is on the listing.
Yes. I'm not saying prices on the video because the prices that I have on these tags are not necessarily accurate. The prices on the website are accurate. Had to update them a few times. So the website ones are accurate. But you will find generally that a zipper is more expensive on account of it takes us a lot more time, labor, and materials to do. That was the 5.5s. Here's a 5 3/4. It is a plain white, a solid white binder, size 5 3/4, length 18 inches. It is number 3. And Krista will catch me if I number something wrong.
More liable to happen later on.
The next one is actually exactly the same. It's solid white, size 5 3/4, length 18 inches. I think somebody ordered a double order and then found that they needed both of them replaced. So we just got 2. And finally, in the size 5s, we have a 5 3/4 Poseidon binder. One of our last Poseidon binders.
Yeah.
Length 13 inches. And that's number 5.
Yes.
This was the very first binder we ever made. You know, the colors in our logo.
Yep.
It
was our only listing photo for the longest time.
For an age.
It was our social media avatar for the longest time.
And now, yeah, I think this is the last one on the rack. So whoever gets this one will get our last Poseidon. Wow.
Piece of history.
Size 6. We're in size 6 now. This one is a silver spiderwebs binder that is 14 inches long. Number 6? Number 6. I can count. The silver is reflective. You can probably see that on the camera.
Yeah.
And the black is a nice matte black to make that pop. Size 6, length 18 inches, and it also has a left zipper, is this Rainbow Pride binder. It's long enough to get that rainbow repeated 2.5 times, which I like. I like seeing a good repeat. And it is straight down from the chest all the way down the 18 inches, which means that it's good for someone whose torso is straight up and down. And if you have a hip flare before 18 inches from the shoulder, or a stomach, this one's going to be a bit hard. Number 7, Rainbow Pride. Number 8 is a size 6 1/4 birch, 16 inches long, and it also has a left-hand zipper. Mostly, if your right hand is your dominant hand, the left side zipper is the easier zipper to get to.
Unless it's harder to reach across.
That's
than true. It is to reach under. Yeah, it's a personal preference kind of thing.
That's true. I guess I sort of assumed that because we do more left zippers than right zippers. This is number 8, I think.
Yes.
Cool. And yeah. Oh, I should also say, as long as we're on the topic of zippers, you can always zip up a side zipper binder in front. You take the zipper. I've got a front zipper here, but you take the front zipper, take the zipper, you pull it up in front, and then you wiggle it around to the side and pull your shoulder straps on. And that is how you put on a side zipper binder with wonky shoulders. If you've got wonky shoulders or an achy neck, or speaking personally, whatever weird mobility stuff I've got going on.
If you slept wrong.
If you slept wrong. If you slept on the cold, hard ground for the last 3 nights. I went camping. It was great. All right, that was number 8. Number 9 is a rainbow dragonfire.
This is one of the sunflower prints.
Yeah. The spoonflower prints will generally be more expensive because the fabric costs more to make. It is a size 6 1/4, and it is 14 inches long.
Uh, sorry,
Yes.
14 inches long?
14 inches long. Number 9.
Number 9. Yeah, if you're not familiar with spoonflower, sorry, I got distracted by the bathroom train outside.
There's a baby parade.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear it. But so if you're not familiar with spoonflower, it's a completely separate company. They're their own thing. But it's a kind of like Etsy, I guess. It's a marketplace. They don't design anything themselves.
But it's not like Etsy because they manufacture.
Yeah,
it's more like Redbubble.
It's a custom fabric printing company. So you can go on Spoonflower and you can either buy fabrics that they will print, one off. They print by the yard on demand, or you can go and design your own fabrics. Which if you have looked at our custom binder listing, we have mentioned that. Like, we've had a few people who are like, I want to design my own binder.
A whole lot of different binder designs are available. There's a whole lot of different, you can meme your binder if you want. You can extra meme your binder if you really want. You can make it gothic horror. This is my latest Halloween favorite.
Yeah, and they have a bunch of different fabric options. Like, they don't just do spandex, but we use their spandex. It's very good, or lycra technically. But
their lycra printing is exceptionally good and color fast.
Yeah, it's just important to note that if you want to put your fabric in the marketplace, instead of just buying the fabric yourself, you will have to go through a printing proofing process where they print up a swatch of it for you to make sure that the colors and everything came out right.
They'll make you order a sample.
Yeah.
And then once you've gotten the sample and approved it, then you can send the link to us and we can make you a binder. That's the process of designing your own. Right now we're going through a whole bunch of other people made cute designs. Here's another spoonflower print. It's the Sleepy Bunnies print.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it is size 6 1/4. It is 14 inches long. It does have a stiff insert, which you can kind of see when I lift up the bottom hem and it sort of lifts like that. That is the 8-inch wide elastic stiff insert in there. Yeah. And this is number 10, I think?
Yes. Yeah.
This print on a different binder made it on stage last month. And
really?
Yeah, it was The Winter's Tale.
Oh.
Yeah, we donated a binder to that's not true. We sold a binder to a local theatrical production for A Winter's Tale, a modern version, because the shepherd's son, who was a clownish character with a lot of activity, had to run across stage back and forth and did it in a Sleepy Bunnies binder with overalls over it. And it was just a really cool and good look.
Yeah, she was switching back and forth between two binders, and I saw her on the night that she was wearing the other one.
Yeah.
Which I think was a rainbow.
Probably. Yeah.
Or no, it was a spider. It was a spider person.
It was a spider person binder. Wow. Wow. Very good.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. Okay. So here's a fun one. Those of you who know about Hieronymus Bosch and the Garden of Earthly Delights are probably already yelling. On Spoonflower, there are many different sections of the Garden of Earthly Delights available for fabric printing. And so we have, I think, 3 different binders that are the Garden of Earthly Delights, various parts of it. That's back. Here's the front. This is size 6 1/4, length 14 inches. It is number 11. And this one is important to distinguish because there is one right next to it, which is also Bosch's garden, but is a completely different section of the Garden of Earthly Delights. There's so much in that painting, and there's so much of it on various bits of these binders, and I really, really love them. And I love that people ordered this, and I love that we got to make extras. Here's another one. This is Bosch's garden, and it's 6 1/2 instead of 6 3/4. It's 17 inches long, which was our layout person wanted to make it a good length to show off one of the crowd scenes.
Oh, they're right next to each other?
Yeah.
They're 11 and 14 in the spreadsheet.
Okay. All right. So
The next one is black mesh on the spreadsheet.
so this one is number 14.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. All right. I will reorder it appropriately. This one is number 14 in the listings. We'll get to 12 and 13 in a moment, but I want to give you a chance to really take in at least a little bit of this ridiculous, wonderful garment.
Negative says, I have to send this to my friend who loves this painting, even though she doesn't bind, as far as I know. This is another spoonflower print, so if they're really into it,
You can
they
make
can
anything
make
out of it.
some other piece of clothing from it.
This painting has its own fandom, and I have, to my absolute delight, met some amount of this fandom through making these binders.
Also, we can make a sports bra.
That's true. We can. We could. Okay. Now we're going to do number 12, which is a black mesh binder. It is size 6.5, 17 inches long, and it has a back zipper, which is an odd thing. It's got a stiff insert in the front, which is one reason to have a back zipper if you want a zipper that's not on your side, but you need a stiff insert. Put the zipper in the back.
It's another thing where you just, do it up in front and then turn it.
Yes.
Some people prefer it.
Yeah.
I think some people find that the zipper can sometimes crumple weird, like when you bend over or you're sitting down, that it can be visible if you're just wearing like a button up.
Or again, if your torso is not straight up and down and you want a longer binder,
Yeah.
the back or the front zipper is a better option than the side zipper, because the side zipper, you can feel the side seam for a lot of folks. But yeah, that's a back zipper. It goes like that. And that was number 12. Okay. Number 13 is a poplar. It's a slightly different pale skin tone from birch. It's a little pinker, a little less yellow. This is size 6.5, 16 inches long. And again, it's got a front zipper. Nope, it doesn't have a front zipper. It has a stiff insert. Wow, it's thinking about zippers. It has a front something else. It's got a nice stiff insert. So if you are a size 6.5 and you've got a greater than 5-inch difference between your chest and underchest, stiff insert's a good plan. And that's number 13. Number 14 I mentioned. It's that one. And number 15 is a madrone. It is one of our middle range skin tones. These usually come backed with... Huh. Okay, this is an old one, and I gotta discount it. Hang on. Here we go. These usually come backed with white mesh at this range of skin tone, but it's black mesh on this one. It's got narrow straps, and if you can see, it's got old hems, which is what I meant by an old one, is that it was hemmed by an old machine, which means it's discounted, and I will be fixing the price on this when we are done streaming, but it is over half off. Size 6 3/4, length 17 inches, stiff insert. Put a star on that. That is number 15?
15.
Yeah. Number 16 is a long one, a black binder with a stiff insert, size 6 3/4, 26 inches long. The hip circumference is 34 inches. So if you are somewhere around the 34-inch range in hips, this is a good option. That's number 16. The full coverage binders, especially in a dark color like this, can be really nice for just a solid layer underneath. Number 17, solid white.
The spread eagle, sorry.
Thank you, Chicago. Solid white binder. It is size 6 3/4, 20 inches long, and it's got a right side zipper right there. Usually when you see a binder hanging this way off the hanger where it's got a little curve in it, it's because there's a zipper. Number 17. Number 18, another solid white, another size 6 3/4, 24 inches long, and a left-hand zipper. We're getting to the end of this first round, I think. Right? We split it at size 7.
Uh, 7 3/4.
Oh, right. Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
We went all the way through 7.
Great. So we've got a ways to go. This is number 18? Or did I just do number 18?
No, this is 8. No, this is Splatter Galaxy.
Yes, number 19, Splatter Galaxy. This is one of the Spoonflower prints. So it's got a galaxy print that looks like it was made with just a splattering of white paint or white resist. You know, it's probably digitally designed, but I like to think of someone just dipping their paintbrush in wax and slapping it across the print. And it is size 6 3/4, 14 inches long. It does have a stiff insert.
It's appropriately number 19 if you're a Dark Tower fan.
Everything is appropriately number 19 if you're a Dark Tower fan. Number 20. We have reached number 20. This one is called Purple Eclipse, and I really like it. It's got these moons and flowers and sort of streaks going down the print. This is the front. This is the back. 6 3/4 and 16 inches long. Number 20. There we go. It's just a good set of colors. Oh my goodness. This baby. We're going into size 7. We're going to go through size 7 to 7 3/4, and then we're going to take a break and chill out with the baby off camera for a minute. Everybody go get some water.
Bathroom.
All that stuff. And then we'll be back for further. But for now, we've still got this much to go through. The first listing is always the biggest. Here is a size 7 hooded binder. It is solid black, 16 inches long. And the hood is black on the outside, and then on the inside, now get out the way. On the inside, it's Starnet, which is a velvety spandex with.
When we say velvety, we mean velvet.
It's a short pile velvet.
Yeah.
With silver dots in the print in a sort of broken grid.
Cross hatching, kind of.
Yeah. It's very nice and soft, which makes it great for hood lining.
And also a nice, mysterious pop of color.
Yeah. That's number 21.
No, 22.
22. What was number 21?
A white.
Ah, I didn't number that one. Okay. This is number 22. And the one. Nope, I just skipped it. I just skipped it. That's the problem. Number 21, we're going back one. This is why I need you in this spreadsheet. Number 21 is size 7, 17 inches long, solid white, with a stiff insert in it. That's 21. 22 is the fun one. It's the only hooded binder in the batch, I think. And I really love having our soft textured option on the inside of a hood. That just feels good. Number 23 is another Spoonflower print. We're calling it Subtle Snidnight because it is a black snake print that I'm not even sure.
Gray.
Black and gray snake print that we'll see if the Camera even picks it up.
Yeah, it's definitely not called that on Spoonflower
Yeah.
because Snidnight is one of our prints. It's a
Discontinued.
Yeah, it was a printed black snakeskin on black spandex. So like you could just see it because the print was a bit shiny against a more matte spandex.
To be clear, this is not shiny at all.
Yeah.
We're getting the snakeskin effect from the grays on the blacks. Passing a tissue. Thank you. And that is number 23. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one disappointing thing about Spoonflower is they don't do shiny things.
It's a different process than just printing a color.
Yeah, no.
I'm sure it's expensive. But fun thing, here's the third Bosch's garden binder. Size 7, length 13 inches. Here's the front. It's one of the really dark ones. And then here's the back. I wish I could describe what's happening here, but I honestly don't even know where to start. There's like a plague doctor whose beak is a violin, and there's the usual Hieronymus Bosch assortment of weird naked people, and there's I think a priest riding a person on all fours. I don't know why I read that as a priest. It's just a person in white. There's a ladder and some instruments and some weird scenery that might be giant people. It's Hieronymus Bosch. You're gonna get it sometime.
She's the one that did the painting of the Greek god eating sun.
No.
Oh, okay. It just looks like a similar style.
Yeah.
I guess I just see weird naked people and assume that that's.
But yeah, the devouring the infant. I know the painting you're thinking of. Mm-hmm. It's not the same.
Okay.
I'm 98% sure it's not the same. Correct me in chat if I'm wrong. That was number 24. Yeah, number 25. Ooh, this is a fun one.
Oh, I love that one.
The Skeletal Mermaid. I think I want to call this Skeletal Siren. I think I'm going to fix this and change it because, first of all, mermaid is gendered, and second of all, I just read Shannon McGuire's Into the Drowning Deep, and the mer person anatomy that it goes into is really good and really cool, and this makes me think of that.
Oh, Saturn devouring his son. Yes, thank you, Zelia and Negev.
Yes.
Goya.
Okay.
Is the name of the artist.
Okay.
Yes, Into the Drowning Deep, written by Shannon McGuire under the pen name of Mira Grant.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's a horror story about man-eating mermaids in
the Bermuda Triangle?
No, not the Bermuda Triangle. The
Marianas Trench.
Marianas Trench.
That thing.
It's very good.
The ocean. They're in the ocean.
If you have anxiety about deep water,
take a deep breath.
Yeah, be prepared for that.
I do. I have anxiety about deep water, and it was a hard read, but I'm glad I did it. Anyways, this is pretty much the same. Yeah, it's the same front and back because our layout person is great about centering cool prints. The outside has moths and eyeballs on seaweed and other fun and interesting sort of weird nature prints, but the centerpiece here is just so good.
Yeah, I love that it looks like a porthole.
Yeah.
Looking out at the mermaid.
Yeah. That's number 25. Number 26 is one of those again. Here's the back of it. Size 7, length 17 inches. And the thing about number 26 is that it has a front zipper. So our layouts person did not do the front zipper where it would split through the main image. Instead, the main image is over here on the shoulder, and you get a little treat of the side image, which is a hand with an eyeball on it. And that's the front zipper. That's number 26. Again, Skeletal Siren. Number 27 is another Rainbow Dragonfire. I really love this print. It's the first person, I think, who ordered it. Uh, I just sort of got to sit there and stare at the print for a while and think about all of my deep and true feelings about gay dragons. And
Was it this version, or do you mean the original first?
the original first was not quite this version. This print comes in many different colorways, and the first person who ordered it with teal dragons, I think.
Yeah, it was kind of this bluey teal color.
Yeah.
It's still in that like watercolor style.
Mhm.
And then there's also versions with a black background, which
Yes.
I like.
And it's very good. And ever since that first one, other people have gone and ordered different colorways of this, and we've seen a lot of different ones come through, and yeah, it's something that always makes me happy when I think about it. I think about that first order coming through, and yeah, feelings. This is size 7, 13 inches long with a stiff insert. That was number 27. Number 28, I'm hoping is the birch, but I might be
White
wrong.
mesh.
Okay. This birch might be.
It is the birch is number 31.
Oh, great. Cool. Wait, 31. We'll get number 28. White mesh. Mesh binders, very good for hot weather and for exercising because they breathe and they wick away sweat. This one has a stiff insert in front, so not the best for exercising, but still really good for hot weather. Size 7 1/4, length 13 inches. Give me that number again.
28.
Yeah. I say numbers and then I say other things and the number goes away from my head. That's how that works. Number 29 is a black binder. It is solid black in front and a black mesh in back. A lot of folks find these really helpful because back sweat is a pain, and the mesh will just give you that little extra vent. Whereas the solid front means that nothing is ever going to show through no matter what. And sometimes with the mesh binders, if it's only mesh in the front, you can kind of occasionally see the outline of a nipple or a uh, profile of one, and that's not going to happen with this because it's solid front. It also has a stiff insert. Size 7 1/4, length 18 inches, mesh back. Number 29. Number 30. Same thing. Size 7 1/4, length 18 inches, mesh back. Solid black front. Gonna bring that closer to the camera. Give it a moment. Nice, solid matte black. And then the back is a mesh. You can probably just see the light through it.
We're having some trouble with the cart system on the site again.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Pardon my language. How so? Are they mixing it up?
Things keep adding to it while things I'm adding disappear.
Okay. Clear your cache. That is, I will alert our technical person during the break. Clear your cache is the way to fix that.
Zilia asks, I have a question. I have a binder that's size 7 3/4 and relaxed fit. Is it 7 3/4 and 7 1/2 would fit me, or is it more like an 8?
It is a 7 3/4. That means that we think a 7 1/2 would fit you securely, and your 7 3/4 size is the relaxed size for you. Here is a 7 1/4. It is birch, which again is the more yellowy pale skin tone. I have no idea whether YouTube picks that up or picks up any difference between birch and poplar, but I'll grab a poplar just to see. Where's a poplar? There we go. If you can see there's a difference, this one is poplar, this one is birch. Size 7 1/4, birch. It's a binder. It is tapered in, which means at the bottom of this 15-inch long binder is a size 6 1/4. That means that if you have more of a chest and you don't want a stiff insert, a tapering is a good alternative to keeping everything in place and making sure it doesn't fall out the bottom.
I think that's true even if you do have a stiff insert.
Yeah.
Like the stiff insert isn't really there for anti-gravitational purposes.
Yeah.
It's more there to just give a bit more of a flat appearance.
That's true. That's true. Tapering in is something that if you find that your chest is falling out of the bottom of your binder,
but you don't want a longer one,
and you don't want a longer one, tapering in is your option. That is something that we can do as an alteration to any of these binders. If you get your binder and it's a straight cut and you find you need it tapered, we got you. This is number 31?
Yeah.
Hooray. I can count still. Number 32 is it's a spoon flower print. Deep blue constellations is what we're calling this because it's got dots for stars and then dotted lines between them to show off
blue
constellations. And also the sky behind it is a nice mottled navy. It's a size 7¼ 14 inches long, and it has low cut arms. A lot of folks, including me, find low arms pretty useful if you find that your regular fit binder digs in a bit. And that's number 32. We're almost to break, baby. You can do it.
Fine. Just
okay. That's true. That's true. Gravity sometimes works against you. Oh. Pause. Okay, we good. We good. Bless you. Babies are wet. Did you know?
Very juicy baby.
Yep. This is why Chris is handling the baby and I'm handling the binders, and the twain will not meet. Number 33. I love this one. The silver tree. If you know, you know. Size 7¼ length 13 inches. This is the front. The silver tree. Number 33. One moment. Reach. There we go. Number 34 is one that we're calling Party Floor because it looks like a celebration station from if you were also a child of the 90s. I don't know what else to call it. It's
bowling alley carpet.
Yeah, bowling alley carpet is a thing. It's Party Floor is the name.
It's the 90s print.
Yes, it's that thing. It's number 33. It is size 7½, 15 inches long. Ta-da. Good colors. Ooh, I love this one. Number 34. Pollinator Party. This is bees and some moths and some birds.
Ozelia says arcade floor.
Yes. Number 33 is... Nope, number 35. Good Lord. Did I just misnumber everything? I misnumbered something. Pause. Number 33 is the silver tree. Number 34 is the party floor. Number 35 is pollinator party. I just said 33 3 times in a row because that's sometimes how my brain works. Pollinator party has mushrooms and flowers and plants and birds and bees and moths, and it's just a really nice, lush plants and gardens and mushrooms and moons print. And I really love it. The base is sort of creamy yellow, and the palette is very yellow to green with a lot of black and black line art. And yeah, it's a size 7.5 and it's 15 inches long, and you should get it if you're this size because it's amazing. It's a good print.
Insignificant says that clearing their cache seems to have fixed the problem.
Hooray!
And they will let us know if it comes back. Thank you so much.
I will still alert our tech guy because he has done a lot of work on this problem and fixed at least 3 different things that could have been causing it and probably made it worse, but he apparently has more to do. That's how it be sometimes. Number 36 is a wall of eyes. Here we are back in the Halloween zone. Size 7.5, length 14 inches. This dark purple background. You're looking at the back. This is the front. Dark purple background, red eyes with yellow sclerae, and I'm gonna get close so that you can see that the purple also kind of suggests the eyeball around every eye print. It's just a very good print. It's well designed and it's got this incredibly Halloweeny color palette. And yeah, I really love it. And this is one of those prints that comes back around again and again because a lot of people find they want to be covered in eyeballs.
Also in different colorways.
In different colorways, not necessarily during spooky season. They just want to be covered in eyeballs, and we're here for that.
One of them is in pastel pinks and blues. So, trans pride creepy eyeballs.
That's coming. That's coming up.
Also, Insignificant says website's haunted. Yes, it is.
Yeah, truth. Number 37. Mushroom hunting.
Mushroom
hunting. This is a dark purple with all the mushrooms in pinks and purples and blues and a little bit of greens. Size 7.5, 15 inches long. You're looking at the back. Here's the front.
Negative says every season is spooky season if you're cool enough.
Yes. Firm, hard agree. This is the mushroom print. This is one of the really early ones. It's one of the first custom print orders we ever got. I deeply love it. Again, the palette is just so good. This is pastel nature goth. Number 38. We're into the 7 3/4. This is a poplar. Size 7 3/4, length 16 inches. Number 38.
Stiff insert.
Stiff insert. It's got a stiff insert in it. Sometimes you will see me apparently writing on the binder. I'm not. I'm writing on the card so that we can number these properly so that we can send you the right one when you order it. Number 39, Koi Pond.
I love this one.
This is extremely good. It's one of the bigger prints, so you're going to get just this large look of the koi, the Japanese carp, orange on gray, like these very muted, serene tones. Size 7 3/4, length 15 inches, and it's got a white mesh back. So again, it's pretty chill. That was number 39?
39.
39. Yeah. White mesh back, printed front.
And the mesh back is good for if you still want some breathability, but also still want it to look fun.
Yes, important. Krista was talking about this colorway. Here is the wall of eyes once again with the blue sort of, yeah, I'm going to say it, the blue skin and the pinkish eyeballs. That's number 40. Size 7 3/4, length 13 inches.
Wall of eyes pale.
Wall of eyes dash pale is the distinction here.
There you go. It says trans wall of eyes.
Yes. Yes. Trans people coming out of their well to shame mankind. That was number 40. Number 41, Lunar Rabbit. Bunnies, more different bunnies. This one is gold on black, size 7 3/4, length 15 inches.
It's very Demeter. Is she the goddess of the harvest, or
Yeah, Demeter,
yeah,
aka Ceres. Yeah,
yeah.
that one. That's number 41. Yeah, and it's got a very harvesty look to it, with the wheat sheafs and the puffy clouds and the shooting stars and all the harvest moons.
Scythe,
Scythes. That thing.
scythe moons.
And finally, the last one before the break. This one is called Chainsaw Massacre. Again, Halloween time. It is 7 3/4, 17 inches long. Got a stiff insert in the front. That's number 42.
I'll get it close to the camera because I'm not sure if you can see the skin masks in the background.
Oh God, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, okay. So the background is a really pale yellow with yeah, with a sort of repeated print of skin masks, and then over that there is a bunch of blood splatters and chainsaws. And we hemmed it in red because of course we did. That's Chainsaw Massacre, number 42. And that is the last of everything smaller than a size 8. Look at that. That's more than half our binders done. So, everybody, chill out, get some water, go to the bathroom. We're going to do all that, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. Sure. 10-minute break. microphone. There we go. Sound off in chat if you can hear me. I hope this is working. Yeah, it should be. Yay! Great. Yay! We're doing it. Okay. We have a sleepy baby who is attempting to go to sleep.
Attempting to stay awake.
Attempting to stay awake. The battle, the struggle is real. And we are back. We're going to start with size 8 and go up to size 10. And I'm going to sneeze. Or not. Cool.
You said it, and so it got camera shy.
That's true. First thing we're going to do is go over how to size yourself for a binder. You're going to need two measurements, the chest and the under chest. Chest measurement is biggest point around your chest, right here. You take it like this, and then you inhale, and then you take that number. Then you slide the measuring tape down to the under chest, which is rib cage right there. Inhale, take that number. Now you've got two numbers. You're going to scroll down to the size chart, how to size in the description, and open that in a new tab. Or you can just take a look here, but I'm not going to hold this up for too long. I'm just showing as a reference point that the under chest is the number along the top. Chest measurement is the one down here on the side. And you're going to find where the twain meet. And if they meet in a blank box, go to the bigger one below your blank box. Do not go to the smaller one above your blank box. It's important while you're shopping off the rack to go slightly bigger than you think you need, by maybe a quarter size, because we can take it in for you on your one free refit. We can do that. We cannot replace it if it's too small, but we can take it in if it's too big. I'm going to give y'all a moment. Find your size. While we check on a baby, I decided that toys are for demonstrating gravity and nothing else. And now, we're going to start with the size 8s. This is number 43. There's a chair here, which is annoying for me. Number 43, size 8, white mesh. 22 inches long. It's got a stiff insert right there. It is flared slightly, not straight cut. There we go. Hip 34 inches. So if at the 22 inches below your shoulder mark, you've got a 34-inch measurement or around there, that'll be good for you. And it's got a left zipper, goes all the way down. A zipper with a stiff insert. It's one of the cool things we can do now, thanks to our good straight stitch machine. That's number 43. Pardon me a moment. There we go. Okay. Now I can talk. Number 44. Also a white mesh binder. Also a size 8 with a stiff insert. Hip flare is out to 38 inches, and the length is 27. So this is if 27 inches down from your shoulder, you've got a 38-inch measurement. That's what that means. White mesh binder, number 44.
Insignificant asks, for alterations, the one I'm looking at might turn out to be a little long. Is it possible and covered to get a zipper binder shortened? And what about alterations like lower armholes?
Yes and yes. Yes, we can shorten your zipper binder. What that literally means is we will take the zipper out and replace it with a shorter zipper. We can do that.
We do all of the zippers in-house anyway.
Yeah. And yes, we can lower the arms, including if it's a side zipper binder. Again, we will, well, no, in that case, we won't actually take the zipper out, but we will shorten the zipper from the top. Thanks for asking. Number 45, is a black mesh binder with a front zipper. And likewise, we can shorten these, we can lower the neck, all possible. Size 8, length 17 inches. Number 45. This is mesh all the way around, mesh front, mesh back. It looks more opaque because there's 3 layers in front and 2 layers in back.
Also, when I say we do all the zippers in-house, what I mean is we order the zippers at the longest possible length. You could order a binder, and then we just adjust them from there to whatever length you order your binder in.
This is not quite accurate.
Oh, really?
Yes, in order to conserve resources, we order several different lengths of zippers.
Oh, okay.
And then we custom shorten them. But yes, we order a whole lot of short zippers, some longer zippers, and a few really long zippers, and then we shorten them specifically to the binders.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it turns out that there's a lot of people who like a 16-inch binder, so it was really useful to order a length of zipper that fit the 16-inch binder.
Yeah. Instead of taking a 30, do we do 30-inch ones anymore?
We occasionally do a 30-inch zipper. That was actually a special order just recently. It is not frequent. But yes, we can do really long zippers too.
Delia asks, how see-through is the mesh generally with 3 layers?
That's a good question.
I believe we're on a mesh binder right now.
We are. Number 46 is also a black mesh binder, and it's got a stiff insert, so there's a good chance that we can demonstrate even on YouTube. It's got a side zipper, size 8, 16 inches long. Here's the binder from the front. Here is just the front without the stiff insert. I don't know if you can see me through it. I can just barely see the laptop. You can just, yeah, I think you can just see daylight through that. And then with the stiff insert, it's completely opaque. So anything past here, no way.
Right, because the stiff insert is solitary. I can grab an example that hasn't been sewn into a binder yet.
Great. Yeah, and the back 2 layers, you can see more daylight through that. This is what a stiff insert looks like. You're not seeing through it.
Yeah, it's just white elastic.
So I would say that with 3 layers, white mesh is more see-through than black mesh. Black mesh is pretty decently opaque. If you have a white mesh binder with 3 layers, some folks have found that if they swim in it, if it gets wet, then you can see nipple through it. This is extremely person dependent.
Also, for the record, we have a white elastic for the white or lighter colored binders.
Yes. That was number 46.
Negative says, I had a black mesh binder and it was completely opaque when I wore it.
Huh. Okay. I have another one that is going to be discounted. This is number 47. It'll be in the regular listing, but it'll be discounted when we get to that. Ugh.
Also, Jaharlial, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, says, hey, glad to see you. Never caught you live before. Welcome.
Welcome in.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. Number 47 is a Laurel binder. It is size 8, 16 inches long. It's got a stiff insert and a right side zip. Oh, I see. It's already been discounted. Okay, so the price is correct on the website. I was going to
say, I don't think we have this particular shade anymore.
That's correct. It is also an old hem. The hems are 1/4 inch wide instead of 1/8 of an inch wide. So you can actually see the thread, if that matters to you.
I mean, you can see the thread on the smaller ones. You can see more detail.
Yes. And yeah, stiff insert, side zip, discounted.
I think you should probably show one of the newer hem as a comparison, just so people know.
Yeah. So, the old style has this sort of surged hem with a 1/4 inch wide, and you can sort of see where the stitching overlaps on an armhole or a neck. This is the new style.
Show it on the back.
And it is, okay.
There you go.
Yeah, that's better. That's clearer, this rainbow thread on black. It's an eighth of an inch wide. It is much more difficult to discern where the stitching starts and ends. Okay, pause one moment. Where's B?
Over there, it was.
Oh, was there a bee on the baby? Okay. Good job, baby, not getting stung by bee. Hello, bee, you're going to leave.
Sorry.
It's okay, there's a bug. I understand. It is, yeah, you are a bee. Hello. There you go, now you're on me. Okay. I need a container for you. We're okay. Everything's okay. The baby was not stung by
There's
a
a burp.
bee. We just had a moment there, folks. Where are you? There you are. Okay. There's sugar in my coffee. You should like it. There we go. Okay, got it.
Yay. Eli is a beekeeper. Or was. Hopefully again in the future. I was just swatting it away. And it decided to land on the car seat instead.
For the record, your concern entirely warranted. It was actually a yellow jacket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was a small one.
Yeah, it was a small one, but it was okay. We're all good. Everything's good. Nobody is stung. I have released the pollinator into the wild, and we're going to move on with binders now. Welcome to Vermont.
Streaming.
Number 47 was that discounted Laurel. Number 48 is this rainbow brick that I like to call Stonewall. Number 48. It is a rainbow brick wall, size 8, 14 inches long, and it's got a black mesh back. Again, really nice for those hot days. Hey, I like this print. It's a fun one. It's not a Spoonflower one. It's just something
Spandex House one.
Yeah, I found it randomly on Spandex House one day, and I was like, yes, a few yards, please. Number 49. Poplar. Whew, I got the adrenaline coming down. Size 8 1/4, 27 inches long with a 38-inch hip. 38 inches, that's 30 inches all the way around. And it's got a stiff insert. That's Poplar number 49. Again, Poplar is the on the pinker side of our two pale skin tones. It is, here's a birch, here's a poplar. I don't know if YouTube is showing a difference.
I think it is.
Good. Ooh, number 8 1/4. That size 8 1/4, number 50, is another mushroom hunting. Love this one. Number 50. Size 8 1/4, 13 inches long. No stiff insert or anything like that. Just a really cute mushroomy print in size 8 1/4. That was number 50?
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 51, horror weaponry. Size 8 1/4, 15 inches long. It's got a black background with a starscape, and in front of all the stars, there are chainsaws and chef's knives and meat cleavers and scythes and those weird hooks on cross handles and hatchets and the Freddy Krueger?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Freddy Krueger glove thingies.
Meat hooks.
Meat hooks. Thank you.
Not Freddy Krueger wasn't meat hooks, but
there are
I
also
think that
meat hooks.
was I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, and there's the straight razors and a noose and some scissors. Are scissors scary? I'm a tailor. My view is skewed here.
I'm sure it's referencing something specific.
Probably.
I just don't know what it is.
This also has a stiff insert.
I'm not really a slasher movie buff. I prefer my horror movies to be more like ghosty. I prefer hauntings to slashers.
Size 8 1/4, length 15 inches. That was number 51. Number 52, size 8 1/2, a solid black binder, 22 inches long. It says tapered on here. I'm not sure if that's accurate. Give me a moment. I have a tape measure down here, and I can just fold it up, and it's not tapered. What's happening? That's incorrect. It is straight cut, size 8.5, 22 inches long, solid black. Now and again, oops, I made an error in data entry. It do happen. Yeah, that was number 52. I didn't number it.
Yeah, number 52.
52. Number 53. It's another one with a black mesh back. The front is a black velvet paisley. I'm hoping this is coming across at all because it's really nice. It's got a lovely texture to the hand. It's got a cool sort of, I said paisley, but there's like spades running through it, and it's just a very neat print. It's a velvet. It's got really good texture. Size 8.5, 17 inches long, mesh back. As number 53, here's number 54, and it's another Chainsaw Massacre binder. Size 8.5, 13 inches long, and it does have a stiff insert. And like the prior one, it's got a really faint background of, God, skin masks? Is that the...
Yep.
Okay.
I have seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I don't watch horror movies. It has blood splatter and chainsaws.
Eli's a little squeamish.
It's true. It's true. I'm more than a little squeamish. I make up for it by being the one who catches bees.
It's true. I'm not squeamish, but I cannot deal with moderately large flying bugs.
Ah, yes, the two genders. Number 55. A solid black binder.
This one is sold.
Ah, sold.
So just in case you weren't aware, we did throw up the listings earlier than the live stream. And a handful of them did sell before we got around to this. Yeah. So we're noting which ones have sold as we bring them up.
Size 8.75, 16 inches long. Is this the first sold one we've come from?
Yep.
Amazing. Cool. But if you were really looking for a size 8.75 black binder, you're in luck. The next one is black mesh. And it is 16 inches long, size 8.75 with a stiff insert and a low cut neck. That is number 56. The low neck is an inch lower than our standard. A lot of people don't find a really big difference. Some folks find that a low neck gives them a little cleavage that they don't want. And some folks find that it is really the only thing that works for them. It really depends on you.
Says, just checking, the Mushroom Hunter binder you just showed is coming up at 115. Is that right?
Yes.
That is correct. If you haven't bought from us in a while, we recently, I think at the beginning of the year-ish, changed our prices to be able to cover a lot more expensive.
That and our supply costs went up.
Yeah.
The supply chain.
We also hired a third employee.
We did that. And yes, that covers the fabric labor, and the custom printing is the extra.
Oh, yes, that also. Because that's another, right, we haven't been doing that. That's another spoonflower print. Yeah. And because the spoonflower fabrics, because they're printed on demand, and because they're custom, they're more expensive than our usual stock, which we usually buy in bulk from like Spandex House or other suppliers. Pinecrest fabrics
are the cool ones who have recycled spandex.
Yeah, and wholesale prices.
Our solid blacks and our solid whites are now made out of old plastic bottles, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah, so
that's Pinecrest.
The spoonflower binders are generally more expensive than the other ones.
Yeah.
For example,
Number 57.
Sorry, 56. Did
Sorry.
you do 56 already?
56 was Black Mesh.
Yes, that one is also sold.
Oh, it is.
Yes. Sorry.
Sorry about that. Number 57. Is this also sold?
Yeah.
Okay. This one is also sold. I regret to tell you because it is a really cool print.
I believe there's another one that hasn't sold yet, though.
There is. There might be. We'll see. Yeah, this is called Maned Wolf Coffee Shop, and I'm just showing it off because it's this really intricate sort of. Is Art Deco the word? I don't know.
Art Nouveau.
Art Nouveau, thank you.
Similar time periods, but different styles.
Yeah.
Art Deco is more geometric.
Thank you, graphic designer. But here is something I think that is not sold. Number 58, Monster Mouths, our classic horror print.
Yes, this is another spoonflower.
We have been making and selling Monster Mouths binders for 5 years.
Yeah, every once in a while, someone will buy a random spoonflower print and will post it up on social media, and like 30 other people will be like, I want that one. And
That
so
was
we
this.
just started, is this one and also the tentacular one?
Yep.
And so we've just started stocking them.
Yeah, they're just spoonflower, or rather Shapeshifters Classics now. This is size 8 3/4. It's 14 inches long and has a stiff insert. It is a particular variation on Monster Mouths where the teeth are sort of an off-white, an ecru, rather than a really bright white, which I think enhances the effect of like this sort of old school horror movie teeth coming out of the dark. And it's
Oh yeah, it gives it a very 70s horror
yeah
kind of vibe to it.
I love it. And as with the Wall of Eyes, some folks just want to be covered in teeth, and we're here for it.
Teeth.
That was number 58. Number 59 is another horror weaponry binder. Size 8 3/4, 15 inches long. It's got all that in orange and gray on black with Starfield and orange hems. And that is the end of the size 8s. And I take a moment to blow my nose and then sanitize my hands after that. And then we'll get on to the size 9s.
It's just fall allergies, for the record.
I have had occasion for a different reason to COVID test, I think 4 times in the past week and a half. All negative. Lovely to see.
Because I got sick. But it did turn out to just be a cold, even though I lost my sense of smell for like 10 hours.
A terrifying 10 hours.
It was a terrifying 10 hours.
It's fine. And all of the clinics, everything were negative. It's wonderful.
Oh, this one I'm excited for. We haven't sold a single binder in this fabric yet.
Because people haven't really seen it. That's, I think, why. This is size 9 Bioluminescence is the name of the fabric. It's got this holographic purple background.
Oh, I see. The big circles aren't actually holographic.
And the big circles are not holographic, but they are.
I'll need to update the description.
Metallic in rainbow colors. So the circles have like a constant color of a yellow, an orange, a red, a purple there.
Is it red or is it pink? It looks pink. It looks like a Lisa Frank rainbow.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's pink. And all of those metallics are keeping their color against the absolute wonderful color shifting hollow background on a purple base. So there's a lot going on with this print, and I really, really love it. And I think everybody who likes glittery things should go buy a bioluminescence binder because we are selling these made to orders. This one is on the rack, though. It's a size 9, 16 inches long. You should get it. It's pretty. What number was that?
60.
I was so excited for the bioluminescence, I didn't even put a number on it. That's number 60.
Yeah, and by a purple base, we mean that it's all printed on purple spandex.
Yes.
So like it's not like a main color feature, but it does give, a purple vibe to the whole thing.
Yes. Number 61 Calling this the Spider Punk. Hot pink on black. A really cool set of spider webs and spiders in hot pink. Size 9, 13 inches long.
I think this is also a spoon blower.
Yeah, yes, it is. I feel like this is a very specific fandom, and also it's just really cool.
A very particular fandom.
Yes. That was number 61. Number 62 is another wall of eyes.
Another one.
If you want to be covered in eyeballs, and you're a
That
size
same,
9,
jaundiced
yeah,
colorway.
it's monstrous, and I love it. It's
I'm not saying it's not.
Yep. Size 9, 14 inches long, got a stiff insert in front. Yeah, the wall of eyes. I enjoy it. So, you know what it reminds me of? And I'm not sure why. But there's a horror game out in demos now called Slay the Princess. And there's one ending of it that just this reminds me of, even though that game is in black and white. Check out Slay the Princess. It's free on Steam demo. Random plug for something I'm not affiliated with. I just think it's cool. Size. That was, what number was that? Oh God, number 62. Wall of Eyes. Number 63 is a black mesh binder. Size 9 1/4, length 13 inches. Absolute standard, 3 layers in front, 2 in back. Size 9 1/4. Hey, number 64 is a fun pride stripe. It is the NB Pastel, the non-binary pride pastel. Size 9 1/4, 16 inches long.
Another spoon flower.
Yeah. Another spoon flower. It is actually priced at less than our standard spoonflower prints because it is left over from a Pride promotion that we did a while ago. Yeah, so we got to order those in bulk enough to get a little spoonflower discount, which we pass on to you because we like to do that. Yeah, NB Stripe Pastel, and that's ENBY is how we do that. Size 9 1/4, number 64.
65.
65?
Oh, no, you're right, 64.
64, cool.
I had already moved my cursor down to the next one.
Number 65 is a black mesh.
Yes.
Size 9 1/2, 25 inches long, good long one with a 52-inch hip. And it's got a stiff insert. So this is one of those nice full length with a hip flare and a stiff insert. Number 65. Oh, this actually has old hems. This is why we go over them several times. Sometimes I don't notice when something has the old hems. So it's going to be discounted. Sometimes it's difficult to notice when it's black on black. Or when it's a thread match. Case in point, here's this one again. Another old hems. Another going to be discounted.
Also, just because we're used to looking at the older hems. So.
It's true. You change a big thing about your process, sometimes it takes the brain a bit to catch up. That was number 65, right?
Yes, this is 66.
66, a poplar binder. Size 9 1/2. Is it poplar or is this birch?
Hold it up to a birch. Hold it up to another one.
It's birch. I gotta fix that. It is a mislabeled birch. This is a birch binder, number 66, size 9 1/2, length 16 inches. Discounted because it's the old hems. Ooh, love this fabric.
This one is also sold.
Well, you can get this made to order, thankfully.
Yes, this is one of our stock fabrics.
Yeah.
For now. It's in the flux listing.
Yeah.
So as soon as we run out of fabric for that, it's going to be gone.
This fabric is called Sea Glass. If you like it, you should get it made to order because this particular 9 1/2 size one has sold. But yes, it's called Sea Glass. It has a teal backing with this. Gold dots, gold shimmery dots all over it.
So it has this kind of uh, duotone effect, duochrome.
Yeah. That was number 67. Number 68, black mesh, size 9 3/4, 26 inches long, 48-inch hip.
I think this is the last one for this section.
Great. It's also discounted because it's also old.
Yep.
Hems. Ta-da. Black mesh. Here. And that's it for this section. We're going to take another 10-minute break. We're going to be back at 410 with the sizes 10 through 13 and a half. And that'll be this end of the rack. See you soon. We should be back. Sound off in chat if you can hear me. I did the exact same thing as last time, so if it's not working, I'll be mad. We're going to start with the size 10s, unless someone tells me that they can't hear me within the next 2 minutes. We have a very sleepy baby who's doing his best to stay awake, which is actually not that different from when we... Yay! They can hear us. Hooray! Yay! Hello, hello! We're back. Hello. Yeah. Just like when we came back from the last break, we have a very sleepy baby fighting sleep as hard as he possibly can. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. First thing you're going to want to do, if you haven't done this already, is find your size of binder with us. For that, you will need 2 measurements with your tape measure, one of them your chest and one of them your under chest. For your chest, you're going to take the widest point around your chest, take an inhale, take that number. For your under chest, you slide that measuring tape down to your rib cage, pull it tight, take an inhale. You shouldn't pull it tight in the sense that you're cutting into your skin. You should not do that. You should just pull it until it is taut. Take an inhale, take that number. Now you have your chest and under chest numbers. You're going to scroll down to the video description where there is a size chart, which looks like this. The under chest numbers are across the top. The chest numbers are down the side. Find where the two meet and you will find your size. If your size is in a blank square, shift downward to the size slightly bigger. If you want a relaxed fit, add a quarter size to what you already have. I'm not keeping it up on screen for very long because you can just open the size chart in another tab from the video description.
Also from the listing.
Also from the listings. Once you found your size, and you know what size you are, I'm going to give everybody just one more moment to fiddle with that. And then I am going to start with the size 10. There's some really cool Halloween prints we haven't seen yet, y'all. That's a fly. That's not a bee.
Nope.
Good. Great. This is number 69.
Nice.
Yep.
It's also another spoonflower.
Another spoonflower print. It's got a black mesh back. Number 69. Moth skulls. This is just so wonderfully weird. It's a size 10, 16 inches long. It's got a stiff insert. I don't know what kind of creature has a skull like this, but it's got a moth on top with a skull on its back and moons on its wings. And you can see there's just so much happening here with the hands and the moons and the bird skeletons and the ram skulls. There's just a lot, and it's all great. And we're calling this the Moth Skulls binder. Size 10.
I believe there is an actual moth that has a, it looks like a skull on its back.
Yeah, I think I
like the Death's Head moth or something like that.
Yeah.
It's the one that they use on horror movie posters.
Yes, that one.
The Mothman poster.
Got a black mesh back, nice and airy. That was number 69. Number 70 is the Memento Mori binder.
Another spoonflower.
Yes. Size 10, 16 inches long. It's got, again, a bunch of stuff happening. There are sort of stylized skulls, skull and crossboneses with banners behind them that say Memento Mori. There are pairs of tombstones, rib cages, an hourglass with wings, a bouquet that says R.I.P., a shovel, and a spade. Again, a lot happening. It's all in this sort of off-white ecru on black. Memento Mori. That was number 70. Number 71 is a black mesh binder. Size 10 and a quarter. 19 inches long. It has a stiff insert. Again, with a stiff insert, the black mesh is completely opaque across the front of the chest. And even without it, it's mostly opaque. Number 72, I believe, was sold.
Yep.
It was sold. This has a white mesh back, and I'm keeping it hidden from you because this is a reveal that I just want to show you this print. And you can order it off of Spoonflower. If you just put the name of the fabric in there, you can get it. It is the Baphomet Rainbow Binder. I just love it so much. This is sold, but you can order it custom ordered, made to measure, any size you want. Baphomet Rainbow. And I'm gonna blow my nose and sanitize my hands. And be right back. It's an allergy heavy sort of day. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Number 73. Oh, good. People liked Baphomet Rainbow.
Oh, yes.
I'm glad. I also deeply love that. Number 73 is a Monster Mouths. Size 10 and a half,
Another
16 inches long. Yeah, it's the Monster Mouths, the ecru, so the sort of 70s era looking. Instead of the bright white teeth, it's got this sort of off-white look. The teeth are all bloody. Monster Mouths. A classic. Number 74. Size 10 and 3/4. And yes, that is a baby hiccuping in the background, if you're wondering what that sound is. Size 10 and 3/4, 19 inches long. It's got a stiff insert in the front and a zipper in the back. Solid black. Solid black.
And it's just referred to as black on the listing.
Yes. Back zipper. I say solid black to distinguish from black mesh sometimes, but it just says black on the listing. Number 74. 10 and 3/4. This is another one of those where the front stiff insert will do a really good job binding, and then the back zipper will make it easy to get into. Number 75. It's another solid black. Another black. Size 10 and 3/4. 25 inches long. And it's got a stiff insert. I don't know how much you can hear of our baby making adorable noises, but be assured that that is happening. Number 75. Number 76 is a birch. Size 11. 24 inches long. 46 inches at the waist. At the hip. At this size, waist or hip, it is 46 inches at the bottom. Depends on how tall you are. That's number 76. Oh, and it's got a stiff insert. Number 77, I can see needs a few corrections on the label, as it is a birch. And it is an old hemmed birch. It's got those wider hems. So I'm discounting it. Size 11, 26 inches long, 46-inch hip, and it's got a left zipper. Left side zip. That's number 77? 7, I said?
77.
Yes. I can count some of the time, not all of the time.
Eli was a math major.
It means I can count some of the time. Number 78, black binder, size 11 and a quarter, 18 inches long. It's flared out a bit at the hem. At the hem, it's 48 inches around. And it's got a left zipper. was number 78. Size 11 and a quarter. Ah, number 79. This is a good print. This is a good print. I love this print.
Spoonflower.
Yeah. Oh, size 11 and a half, 15 inches long. It's got a stiff insert. I like all this print. Raw shark.
It's spelled R-A-A.
Look at it. 79, right?
Yeah.
Number 79. Raw shark. Ah. There's a baby. You make baby noise. Number 80. Solid black binder, size 12, 25 inches long with a 52-inch hip. That's number 80. It is the size 12 black binder, and it does have a stiff insert. Way, number 81.
Told you, there's another one. This one has not been sold yet.
Is the other maned wolf cafe. Size 12, length 14 inches. And this has so much going on, and it's really nice. The maned wolf is a cool creature, first of all. And then there's these little cafe signs in between the different framed pictures of the maned wolf going about its business. Yeah, it's really cool. And it is not sold yet. Number 81, size 12. Ooh, and this one, number 82.
This one is sold.
This is sold.
Oh,
Okay.
this is the other, the black background color.
Yeah. Number 82, sold.
Rainbow Dragons.
Yeah.
Rainbow Dragonfire.
Rainbow Dragonfire Dark.
Yeah.
That's how we called this one. And you can get something like this on Spoonflower, or rather, you can get it on our custom binder listing, and we will get Spoonflower to print more yardage of this.
Yeah, I mean, you can get it on Spoonflower. Just, it'll be fabric.
The fabric, yeah. Please give us an excuse to get Spoonflower to print more of this, because look at it. It's so good. Number 83. Size 13 and a quarter, sassafras. Another one of our mid-tone skin tones. Number 83. That's what I said. 13 and a quarter, 15 inches long, and it does have a stiff insert. We are getting to the point where binders don't hang on these hangers super well. And also, they're binders. You figured out what they look like by now. And finally, the last one in this batch. Number 84. It's a size 13 and a half black. It is 26 inches long. And I'm going to discount it. So we'll fix that later. It looks like the fabric got caught in the washing machine a little bit. I'm sure YouTube won't show this, but there's a few snags in the fabric.
Purely cosmetic.
Yes.
On the outer spandex layer. It is still a perfectly functional binder, and it's not super noticeable.
Yeah. I'm discounting it because I feel strongly about quality. And it looks like it possibly got washed with one of the zipper binders and the clasp got caught on it, maybe. Let's see if it will even show up. If you can see points where the shine of the fabric gets caught, that's where the snags in the outer fabric are. It will not change the function of it at all, but it's being discounted for it. That's number 84, size 13 and a half, 26 inches long. And that's it for the non-discounted binders, or for the non-discounted binders and a few that I just added discounts to. That's the first 3 listings on the website. We will take a 10-minute break and be back at 4:35 with the discount binders and the sports bras. And that will be our last one. So see you in 10 minutes. Thanks, y'all. And there we go. We should be back. Should be all good. Oh no, an upset sleepy baby. This is a thing that happens. If you're in chat, sound off if you can hear me. I'm hoping you can because I think I'm getting the hang of this whole thing. Yay, thanks. Hooray! We're doing it. We're doing this whole thing. We've got a whole bunch of sports bras and discount binders to show you. As a quick reminder, here's how to find your size with us. You'll need a tape measure. I'm doing it sitting down this time because we have reached that point in the stream where Eli's going to sit down. You go around your chest, the widest part of your chest, give an inhale, take that measure. Then you slide the tape measure down to your rib cage for your under chest measurement. Give an inhale, take that number. Now you've got two numbers, and you're going to scroll down to the description and find the size chart. Open that up in another tab and find your under chest measurement along the top, your chest measurement down the side, at which point you will find a square with your size in it. If you find a blank square, go up a little bit, which is to say, move down one square for the quarter size up. In general, when you're buying off the rack, you want to buy just a little bit bigger if you have any doubts, because for an alteration, we can take it in, even for the discounts. I'm happy to do it. We can alter your binder by taking it in. We cannot replace your binder with a bigger one, so we can only make it smaller.
Also, you can find the size charts in the listings.
Yes. Alrighty, are we ready to go? Oh, the other thing you should know is that there is also in that listing a sports bra size chart.
Oh,
The
right,
sports
yeah.
bra size chart is slightly more complicated because when you find your box, you're going to find two sizes in that box. And those two sizes will be your sports bra size and your underbust or underchest size. We size Our sizing system is a variation on the standard bra sizing system in that we have two numbers.
And also a variation on our own sizing system.
Yeah. For sports bra sizes, there are two numbers. It's one number tells you how wide the sports bra is at the chest level, and the other number tells you how wide it is at the bottom hem. And that's the two sizes that you will get. Size If you have a size 11 sports bra with a size 10 under chest, that means laid flat, it will be 22 inches across at the chest and 20 inches across at the hem.
Right. So we were talking about tapered binders before. And so the sports bras are just tapered, but they're tapered to a specific, well, I guess the binders were also tapered to a specific point.
Yeah.
But then we do a folded up hem to have a bit more security.
Yes. The other thing about the sports bras that are different is that their straps are narrower.
Right, that too.
They have narrower straps, lower arms, lower necks. Yep.
To have a bit more of a bra construction. Yeah.
Less coverage, more just underneath support. So we're going to start with the discounts. Is that how we start? Yeah. We're going to start with discounted binders. First one is a black size 5.5. It is number 85. It is 14 inches long, and it's got a whole bunch of customizations. The reason that this one is discounted is not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just that it's a very specific binder, and it's going to go to a very specific person, and I want that person to get that binder, so it's discounted. It has a back zipper. This is the back. That's the front. There's the back. Low arms, low neck, narrow straps, and it's tapered in. So it's a size 5.5 at the top, and then at the bottom, it's a size 5. So it has, yeah, like I said, a very specific fit. Back zipper, low arms, low neck, narrow straps, tapered in. That's number 85. Black size 5.5.
Yeah, I think all of the discounts are mostly like they're either cosmetic damage or it's a long out of stock fabric or it's just been sitting around for a while. Nobody's
Yeah.
bought it for a few different off the rack sales.
Yeah, and we have noted on the tags the reason for the
Yeah.
discount. Like this one, Selkie binder, number 86, size 5.5, 13 inches long. It's discounted because we don't have this fabric anymore. And we made this last Selkie binder out of the last remnants of the fabric. Size 5.5, 13 inches long, number 86.
Poor Silky was never a very popular fabric.
Alas, alas. Number 87. This is severely discounted. This is $25. Size 6, 14 inches long, tan mesh. We used to have a name for this mesh, but it's long since gone. It's kind of a scratchy mesh. It works as a binder. It's strong and it's thick. It's actually stronger than our regular mesh by a little bit, but it doesn't have a soft hand. And I don't like that, so we're not selling it regularly. I think we never actually named this because we never sold this particular shade because it's just a little scratchy and I don't really like that. So if you have sensitivity towards textures, maybe give this one a pass.
Yeah.
But if you don't, then it's size 6, it's 14 inches long, and it's $25.
Yeah, we do have an equivalent color to that in our skin tones. I believe it's sassafras.
Yes.
Um, so if that looks like a color that would work for you, although, with the skin tones, we always recommend ordering fabric samples so that you can match it because, color settings on everybody's screens are different. And this is the kind of thing that's like, well, if it's slightly off,
Yeah.
then maybe you don't want it.
That was number, what was that, 87?
Yes.
Great. Number 88.
Insignificant says, I wonder how it compares to GC2B's older mesh because that was pretty scratchy too. I'm actually not sure.
I don't remember the texture of their mesh. It's been a long time since I handled a JC2B binder.
Yeah,
So,
I think they use solid spandex now.
yeah. I I thought they
Like
had mostly
the cotton twill.
solid spandex and canvas, but no, they did have a mesh lining.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't know. Um, I spent a lot of time sourcing mesh for our regular binders that has a soft hand.
Yeah.
So I get to sometimes I order a couple yards of skin tone mesh and think this is gonna work, it's gonna work, and then it comes and it's scratching. It's like no, it won't.
Bless you. Of course, especially with the new tones, because we're always looking for more new tones. Or
Always.
skin tones.
Yes. You have to call them skin tones. If you call them nude tones, you get flagged as porn. Anyways. Number 88 is a laurel. Oh. Oh, we got a fussy baby. Oh no. Oh no. How dare you? How could you? Oh, a sad baby. They'll be okay. Number 88 is a laurel binder, size 7, 13 inches long. It is discounted because it's an old fabric. We can't get this brown back in stock, much as I wish we could. And it's also old hems. It's those wide hems. Insignificant says, I have an old one in my house right now, and I used to wear it inside out because of the itch. This is always a good option.
Yeah.
It won't work for this one because it's mesh on both sides, but whenever you have something that is smooth on the outside like these, always a good shot.
Yeah, we know a lot of people also wear like undershirts underneath them.
Yeah. Number 89, beige mesh. Same deal. It's kind of scratchy. It's not as strong as the tan mesh. It's pretty much as strong as our typical mesh here at Shapeshifters, and it's a size 8, 22 inches long, kind of a scratchy hand.
It's the color equivalent to poplar, though.
Yes. So it's $25, and if you're a size 8 and you don't mind a texture, it's a deal. And as a reminder, we can always shorten it. So if you want this, but you don't want it to be 22 inches long, easy. No problem. If you want it shortened before it even goes out, you can just add a note for that in your order, and I'm happy to shorten it before it even goes. That's allowed. Number 90. A basilisk binder. Size 8, 15 inches long with a stiff insert. It is discounted because, again, this is our last basilisk. Our beautiful black shimmery scales with a little bit of rainbow shimmer in them. It's been a long time that we've had with these scales. And I've really liked this one because blacks are really cool and stylish and shimmery black. It's very good. This is size 8 with a stiff insert. Number 90. Number 91. Size 8 3/4, 14 inches long with a stiff insert. It's got low cut arms and it has an old mesh. The gray mesh is old. It's pretty soft. It's just not our typical mesh. So it's discounted because I don't want to be dealing with gray mesh anymore. That's all. It's also got the old hems. This blue hemming is the white hems. Mushroom hunting, size 8 3/4, $30.
Jaharliel says, "Wow, the last basilisk. I remember the scales being so popular on Tumblr. Yeah, they were really popular for quite a few years. We've been going for 8 years now, since 2014, and it's just, I think, really since the start of the pandemic that the sales really kind of dropped, just with the scales specifically. That they're just not, we kind of missed the height of the popularity at the beginning there, like just barely.
Yeah.
But people were still into it. So like, but
Yeah.
the popularity's been kind of petering off ever since then, and we finally reached the point where people just aren't buying them.
Saying goodbye to the scales is a little bit like saying goodbye to last decade's Tumblr.
Yeah.
Mushroom hunting was number
91.
92. Ooh, this is a fun print. Origami waves. You've got these blue waves with a sort of dot pattern running through them. You've got whales and hands and tentacles, and then on the waves you've got little origami folded boats.
It's very Polynesian.
Yeah, there's something, yeah. And it's size 9, 14 inches long, with low arms and a stiff insert. And old hems. There's a bit of stray threads at the old hems. And again, the old mesh, the gray mesh. Super soft. We're just not dealing with it because I couldn't frickin' restock it because fabric supply chains.
I mean, I feel like the gray mesh was something that we kept trying to have in stock, but the people we were getting it from didn't have it consistently, even before the canal was blocked.
It's true. It's true. But yeah, this is a steal. It's $30 for a really great, beautiful print.
Yeah, this is a spoonflower print.
Yeah.
So that's even cheaper than they were before we raised the prices.
It's true. Stiff insert, soft mesh. You should get it if you're a size 9. It's nice. Another size 9. Purple plaid sparkle. This one is not a spoonflower. It's from Spandex House. 16 inches long. This was number 92, I think?
93.
93. Find its number? No.
Yeah, I think this was a fabric that we picked up thinking we would add it to the plaid listing that we used to have. But again, part of the reason this is discounted, which maybe it should get discounted more, these silver dots will come out in the first wash.
Yeah, I'm gonna discount this even more.
The holographic silver dots.
Yeah.
Which, like, it's still a fun print without them.
But these are not securely printed on. If I really worked at it, I could peel one off with my fingernail.
Yeah, we made
they're not gonna last.
Yeah, we made a sports bra for me out of it as like a testing ground. And yeah, the first wash, most of them were gone.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
Oh well. It's $30 for a perfectly good binder made out of our regular black mesh. Size 9. Number 94. This is a size 9 1/4, 20 inches long with a right zipper. White. It is marked as discounted because of miscellaneous stains. Oh,
Yeah.
there's a few marks on the back. I'm not sure what it got washed with.
I mean, sometimes, bless you, sometimes they get a little stained just from going through the sewing machines. Like if something got on the sewing machines.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just going through the processing of going from the factory to the people that we buy it from and then getting shipped.
This is true.
Sometimes we can wash it out, but sometimes we can't.
At one point, we received a spoonflower shipment that had split open in the mail. They sent us a replacement. They're a great company, and I love them. It was just
the package showed up open and like clearly run over at least one.
Motor oil on the fabric. So, I mean, this might have gotten washed with that fabric by accident because I definitely ran that fabric through the wash. Anyways, whatever it is, it's some grayish smear stains.
Again, cosmetic, still perfectly functional.
Yep.
Rosati says the cart removal thing is happening again.
No.
And clearing the cache doesn't work. So as soon as we are done here, we will contact our tech guy immediately.
I shot him a quick email just being like, hey, something's up.
Okay, so we've already contacted him.
Yeah. But
and he usually is pretty quick at getting things fixed.
Is number 97 one of the ones that is sold?
No.
Huh. All right, then.
We've got one more. Well, no, not one more sold left. We've got 3 more sold left. But yeah.
This is number 95. Yeah, we will work on this for sure. Because I would like that to stop happening. This is number 95. It is an old liquid metal binder, size 9 1/4, 21 inches long. It's got a front zipper, and it is discounted because it is faded. It has some underarm fading and some fading down the back. I honestly do not know how it faded this fast. The person who returned it said it faded after one wear. It could have been a bad batch of the fabric.
Yeah, sometimes the printing isn't
isn't
stuck.
Yes. Isn't secured, but it is a front zipper size 9 1/4 binder for $40, which is cheapest front zipper binder we've probably ever sold.
Yeah, for the record, we have washed all of the binders that have come in from other customers
multiple times, I think. Yeah, that's number 95. Number 96. Size 9 1/2, 16 inches long. A sunflowers binder, one of these bright, cheerful ones. This fabric order came oversaturated. This is brighter and redder and more sort of fluorescent yellow than our typical sunflowers print.
Yeah, usually you can see more detail.
Yep. Whoever was printing that batch just really turned up the saturation on the colors, and that's fine. And also, it's not what we advertise, so it's being sold on a discount.
It's a very highlighter yellow.
Yeah. That's number 96. Sunflowers. Pardon me while I manage my allergies. I'm doing my best not to get any of my allergies on the binders. As we do. And yeah, I'm also glad Spoonflower resent that order. It's really nice of them. They have really good customer service. They're great. Number 97.
Which is hopefully sold.
Yes.
we're crossing our fingers for you, Rosati.
Yes. Do it. NB Galaxy, size 10 3/4, 16 inches long. It's stiff insert in front, and it's $45 because it is scratchy mesh.
And also an off-white. It's sort of a very, very pale yellow.
Yeah.
It looks dirty.
Yeah.
It's not. That's just the color the mesh was.
Yeah. It was once again one of these we thought it might be a skin tone and we thought it might work. And instead, no, it's a scratchy mesh. That's number 97.
Zelia says eggshell, sorta. Yeah.
Yes.
Like an ivory kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is why we recommend ordering samples because you can't always tell.
Yep. I'd love to have been able to order samples of all of these meshes, but instead I had to order, well, a sample in that case was 2 yards.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, now we have 2 yards of a scratchy mesh. Let's make stuff out of it and sell it on discount. Here's Moonlit Bunnies, size 11 1/4, 14 inches long.
This is the same print as before, just blown up.
Yes, it is bigger. And it is, again, a scratchy mesh. It's kind of a peach color.
That poplar.
Yeah.
What used to be our poplar mesh back when we had skin tone meshes.
In those halcyon days.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful fabric supply. Anyways, again, scratchy mesh. Otherwise, it works. Size 11 1/4, 14 inches. This is
98.
98.
And again, you can wear it inside out. You can wear it with an undershirt underneath it or just a regular shirt.
We still got that ragweed coming through.
Ragweed season is very long this year.
And it's hitting me hard.
And we've still got some in the backyard. It's very pretty.
Number 99 is another laurel. It's got white mesh underneath it.
This is also sold.
Okay. Size 12 1/4, and it is sold. Yeah. It's just discounted because it's an old fabric with old hems. Number 100. We've made it to 100. 100 is a sassafras. It is size 13 1/2, 17 inches long. It is discounted because it's got old hems. And yeah. Size 13 1/2. Sassafras. And finally, the last discounted binder, number 101. Also a size 13 1/2, 20 inches long. It's a racerback, which we have not done in an age and will not be doing for a bit longer. And it also has old hems. And it's 30 bucks for a size 13 1/2 blue, bright blue racerback.
Hyacinth blue, it's called.
Yeah. And that's all the discount. We're just going to move right into sports bras here.
We've got 2 discounted binders at the very end, but they've also been sold.
Yeah. Numbers 110 and 111. Yeah.
Zelia says, I'm trying to figure out, pretty sure I know what size I am, but was looking at some that were a size up, 8 rather than 7 3/4. Is it possible to take it in?
Yes. Yes.
You can put that in the notes.
Yes. For in general, like if you ask me to take in something that's way bigger than your size, it's probably not going to work just because the arms and neck will be placed weirdly. But for half size or a quarter size like that, going from 8 down to 7 3/4, absolutely easy, no problem. Sports bras. Where are we at? Number
102.
102. This is a Birch sports bra. It is a size 7 with the hem size of 5 3/4. So it's 7 and then 5 3/4. 12 inches long. Perfectly good Birch sports bra.
Oh, yeah, you can see here the hem we were talking about, the folded under hem.
Yeah.
That acts as a bit more support.
Yeah. Number 103. Okay, this should be discounted. It is a cryptid sports bra.
This is a really old one. We haven't had the big scales in a long time.
Really? We've had cryptid. Oh, it's also got
No,
old hems. Yeah, wow.
the dragon scales, we sold out of those way before the mer scales did
That's true. That's true.
because they were selling. They were we went those sales petered off faster than the
Yeah.
mer scales did.
So yeah, this is called Cryptid. It's a sports bra with a front zipper, which can be really nice for folks who need a zipper. And yeah, the hem is rolled underneath right up to the zipper. It's number 103. It's a size 7 with an under chest size of 6.
You can see it's got this cool holographic black on black.
Yeah. And it's got old hems, so it's discounted. And also, it's an old fabric. One other thing about the old hems is that they produced a fair amount of stray threads.
Yeah.
And you can just clip those off. It doesn't make any difference to the thing, but aesthetically didn't like it, so we switched.
Such
Is there a chipmunk in the studio?
the door is open.
Okay, I'm gonna creature herd for nope, it left. Yay! Good job, chipmunk. There's nothing for you in here.
But yeah, if you're familiar with our oil slick print, that's what this is, just in a scale shape.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just saw something dark skitter across the floor.
Yeah, totally. That was number 103. Number 104 is a poplar sports bra with the old hems. It is a size 9 with the under chest size of 8, so a 9 and an 8. Again, poplar sports bra, just with the old hems. I've mixed in the discounted sports bras with the non discounted because they're almost all discounted.
Yeah, there's not a lot of sports bras.
Yeah.
We don't sell a lot of them, and so we don't get a lot of them back.
Yeah.
to refit, to do adjustments on.
Oh, it's hitting me. This is why it's rough to leave the door open, but we needed to. Yeah. Is the baby out?
Yep.
Lovely. Wonderful. They sleep. Number 105. Poplar sports bra. Size 9 1/4. Under chest size of 8. So 9 1/4, 8. Customized to have wide straps, relatively wide straps. And
Yeah, I
it's
think
old hems.
the typical sports bra straps are like an inch and a half or 2 inches.
Yes, and this is 2 1/2.
Yeah.
Number 105. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Number 106. More old hems. A black mesh sports bra. It is a size 10 with a size 9 under chest, and the length is only 12 inches, so it's relatively short. This is for a short person. It's got them old hems. What number did I say it was? I didn't actually mark it.
106.
Number 107.
I think this was another one that we ordered thinking it might go into the plaid listing, the old plaid listing that doesn't exist anymore.
And it was just so Christmassy. So it's called Christmas plaid. It's a sports bra size 10, under chest size 9 1/4, length 13 inches, low arms. It's just nice. Oh yeah, and it's extra discounted because it's seasonal, so it's $20. And likewise, also $20. Christmas plaid sports bra, number 108. $20. Size 11, under chest size 9 1/2, length 15 inches. Also, it's a higher neck than standard, so it will come up about to here, probably, ish. And finally, number 109,
The last sports bra.
the last sports bra. This fabric is called pan-fried donuts, and we can't get it anymore.
Yeah, the last of this fabric is in the fashion binder sewing kit.
Yeah.
So if you like this fabric, you can still get it as a sewing kit if you're interested in making your own binder.
And yeah, it's got these wonderful fat unicorns and donuts and ice creams.
In the pan
And
fried colors, which is why it's called pan fried donut.
yes,
I was very proud of that name.
it's a very good one. It's size 11 and 3/4, under chest size 10 and a half, length 15. And that's it. That's the whole thing. I do want to do one exhibit of a binder that has been reserved, but I want you to see it because it's one of our brand new holographics. It's called Prism, and it looks like this.
Yeah, it's got this uh, cyan, magenta, yellow tie dye ombre rainbow underneath.
And then this shattered hollow look above. And it's just very good, and I love it, and you should buy it.
Yeah, this is another fabric that we stock.
Yes. So I wanted to get it on video so we can make a GIF out of that later. But that's it. That's everything that was on the wrap.
Jiharlial says, yes, I was hoping to see that fabric.
Right? It's so good. And yeah, that's everything. Thanks, y'all, for coming to our stream. Does anyone have any final questions as we're wrapping up? I'll let you ponder that for a couple minutes and then we'll log off. Thank you so much. It's been a really long time since we got to stream. It's been a really long time since we did one of these. I think it was last winter. It was the last one. And
oh yeah, because you were
yeah.
bumped.
Yes, I had a bump. The time.
The bump has changed a little.
Yeah, yeah. The bump has grown and externalized. A friend knitted us this baby Yoda hoodie, which is just the cutest damn thing in the world. Oh, good. It does stand up on its own. That's wonderful.
Okay, yeah.
I'm so glad you came out to stream. Yay.
Insignificant says, have you ever considered doing make your own kits with skin tone fabrics? Yes, we started out with a limited run of fabrics, with the thought that if people were actually interested, because we didn't really have a good idea of whether or not people wanted them. So we went with a limited number of fabrics at first, of like the really popular ones like the mesh binders and whichever ones are in the fashion binders at this point.
Yeah.
Just to gauge people's interest, with the plan of expanding the options later. We haven't gotten around to discussing what we would expand into quite yet.
But I think skin tones are a really good next step.
Yeah.
Like, this is one of those things that folks need and happy to. So, yeah, watch out for that. It's coming.
Tetzagweek
Yes.
Says your binders look stunning. I ordered an inner Senshi binder a couple weeks back, and I can't wait. But take your time.
You're actually in luck. Our current turnaround time is like 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, we finally caught up from the April baby birthing
lag. It turns out having a newborn takes some time.
Yeah.
But yes, we're caught up with that, and yours is actually like it's happening. I can look around and see where it is in the studio right now. So yeah.
Jiharlial says, one thing I am curious, have you had anyone post top surgery buy a sports bra to wear as a crop top or undershirt that you know of? I thought about picking something up to wear under mesh shirts.
Yes. Few people have. One of the things that they do is ask for a binder without binding mesh, that they just want one layer of mesh on the front and the back to hold the shape of the thing, because they want that top and they want it to look like that. And you can absolutely buy that. It's totally fine. Drop me a message beforehand if you want me to knock off the price of, not discount the price to account for that we're not putting 2 extra layers of mesh in. That's one way to do it. You can also buy a sports bra. I don't know of anyone who has specifically done that with a
Yeah,
sports bra.
so like usually the thought process behind getting a sports bra instead of a binder is that the sports bra will be looser.
Mm.
But because we're making them to your measurements, that's not true for us. Um, it is going to be tight on the under chest area. So, if you want a crop top, you can just, if you want a compression binder,
Yeah.
a compression shirt, we have had people buy post-surgery compression shirts from us and just, I believe, ask for a relaxed fit.
Yeah.
Or yeah, again, you can contact us either through our contact page on our website, or you can just email us directly at shapeshifters, info at shapeshifters.co. And, we can talk just a regular shirt with just the spandex on it.
Easy. Yeah. Easy and fun. We love dressing y'all in interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Makes us happy.
And we like experimenting.
Yeah. Thanks for coming out, y'all. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you have a great rest of your week and rest of your spooky season. We're gonna go enjoy the fall colors since the leaves are starting to change up here in Vermont ways. And yeah, we appreciate you, all of you. I hope we see you again. Bye.
Bye.